Hey guys, this is Emo Tempest here, coming to you with another deck profile. I wanted to also talk about my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more segments, interesting segments, Rogue of the Week and other cool videos. I don't know if you guys have probably already heard by now that there's going to be a YCS Miami. This will probably be the first YCS I ever go to. So I'm going to be doing like a couple of small hero segments, talking about different cards and stuff to side deck. I want to hear a lot about what you guys want to say and about my deck. The deck profile I'm going to show you right now is my current hero build. I am going to Miami Kissimmee Regionals, Florida Kissimmee Regionals tomorrow, and this is the deck I'm taking. I also got first place with this deck last Saturday and ended up getting sponsored by my locals, because they're doing a thing for the YCS where the winners get sponsored or whatever, and I got first with this. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and yeah, let me just show it to you for now. Alright, first things first is one Elemental Hero Stratos, main searcher, entirely an engine all on its own. Triple Alias, it is a Hero Lives kind of build, Gemini. But yeah, you need triple Bubbleman. He's been more and more abusive lately. I've had hands with just Max C and Bubbleman in my hand, and then I pitch Max C to special to draw 2 cards, get it something else, get a searcher, and then like proceed to game. I've been using his special effect a lot more. It's just really good actually. And 2 Photon Thrashers, mainly because I like opening up Shockmaster. I think Shockmaster plays are important right now in this meta. Windups can do it, Heroes can do it, a couple other decks can do it maybe, but I think it's really good if you open first turn Shockmaster, call spells. It kind of gives you an idea of the deck you're playing against if you don't know. And hand traps would be just 2 Maxis and 2 Gores. The reason I took out the Veilers and added the Maxis is because I can activate Maxi on my turn, and if you can read the Gores, you'll eventually overextend, punch for whatever 32 with Miracle, and then they'll drop Trag or Gorge or whatever, and you'll draw a card at the end of your turn. So it'll work out for you, just spells is 2 Power Dualities for consistency, 2 E-Calls, a Rhoda, and a Hero Lives. The reason I don't play 2 Hero Lives is because that is way too many life points to be paying right now. I have the Solemn Brigade and stuff, so this is one card you side out in game 1 and 2 and 3. If you go first, you keep it because you want to make sure you play card, you get your monsters. It's kind of like any deck, heroes, agents, and windups. Let's say in agents, if you don't draw an agent, you kind of lose. In heroes, if you don't draw a hero, you pretty much lose because you have dead miracles and like dead fusion cards and whatever. And in windups, if you don't draw Magician Shark, you'll probably lose. But yeah. So, one ofs is Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, pretty much basic staples. And along with the back row hate, I have 2 MSTs. And in my previous deck, I was playing 3 MSTs, but I'm playing 1 Gemini Spark. The reason I'm only playing 1 Gemini Spark is because I think if I've told you guys before, and if you've watched my videos, I told you I hate the Gemini stun builds, and I probably won't play them even if I had card Ds. So. 1 Gemini Spark to add an extra plus here and there. I've used it a couple times. I'm still technically testing it out. People told me to add a Dust Tornado or another MST back, but it's worked out a couple times for me. So 2 and 1 seems to be working just fine for now. 2 Super Polys, as much as I love it at 3, it's too expensive. Triple Miracle Fusion, and that card is the best top deck in this game. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, 2 Compulse. I was playing triple Compulse, and as good as it is, I do have other outs now. Well, you do have Super Polys and stuff like that, but Compulse wasn't cutting it, so I took out a Compulse and something else, I forgot, and added 2 Torrentials. Torrentials have significantly increased my matchups against, like, I get Samurais and Windups and maybe something else. But what it does is that it helps you, like, you can leave a Stratos out or a baited, whatever, any monster out, and they'll try to go off on you for game. Or Heretics too, because I play a lot of Heretics here at locals. I pretty much just stop a lot of their plays, and I think that's important right now because there's too many explosive decks out there. To Call the Haunteds, my favorite thing about this is to abuse Stratos, because Stratos is an engine, and if you can manipulate him and abuse him as often as you can, you will do just fine. 2 Solemn, the Solemn Brigade, and 1 Huge Revolution. The reason I play Huge Revolution over Starlight Road right now is mainly because I have a lot of extra deck issues. I don't know what to take out. I was hoping to ask you guys to help me out with that. Maybe I can fit in a Starlight Road instead of this, because yeah, Starlight Road is better. But going to the extra deck right now. 1 Gargaka Gunman. I'm trying Cowboy, whatever. I'm trying him out. He's like the variable right now, whether I want to take him out for Stardust or something else. I don't know. Blackcorn maybe. There's too many rank 4s that heroes can play that we don't have space for because of our fusions. So he's the first one. He's stolen a couple games with his defense ability, and he does help you get over stuff, but he's kind of dead on a skill drain level, because I do side in skill drains now, and I'll tell you guys about that too. But yeah, so Abyss Dweller, he's just necessary right now for the meta. He does stop. I've gone into Abyss Dweller several times just to stop Sangan plays, and that pretty much has won me the game, because if they can't get their Sangan Surge for Rabbit or for their any kind of Rabbit, the wind up variety or the rescue variety, so yeah, that helps. Excalibur, Maestroke, Blade Armor, and Excalibur for the OTKs. He's for extra damage. Some people play 2 Excalibur because they're worried about getting outpowered, but I'm not. I have heroes, so I use this for extra damage. This is 44 as opposed to 4,000. So it's also easier to bait Gores with these sometimes. You don't want a Gores token at 4,000 as opposed to 22. So Maestroke I also took out for a while. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but heroes have to play Maestroke, and I'll tell you why right now. I went through a whole tournament. I ended up getting 3rd, but I had to overextend every time because I did not have an out to Catastor. He's the easiest out to Catastor in this deck, and yeah, if I don't have Gores or Super Poly or Dark Hole or the Gemini Spark even, it's really bad. I had to Miracle into Absolute Zero and run into Catastor to get him out of the way, and that was like really bad for me. Photon Pablo Imperative, this card's amazing. He really opens up Zen mains for me. Like, someone goes Zen mains, I'll go Photon, then Blade Armor, then like deal extensive amounts of damage. And 1 Shockmaster. Like I said, this deck opens up Shockmaster very consistently, and so it's important to have him in this meta right now. You put a stop to a lot of decks. Even late game is really good Shockmaster. You call late game Monsters effects on Inzectors or something like that, and they're done. 1 Gaia, 1 Oscuridad, 1 Great Tornado, 1 Nova Master, 2 AZs. A lot of people are telling me to run 1 AZ, but I play triple Boboman, and I just love AZ. AZs, especially with water so active right now, AZs are very potent. And same thing for the Shining. 2 Shinings is a must at minimum. There's no 1 Shining in this deck. I'll show you guys the side deck real quick, and then I'm playing 1 Groundmole in the side because of rogue things like agents and samurais, and I guess I could put him against Rabbit because Rabbit sides in a lot of snowman eaters and stuff like that, and he pretty much just says no to all that. I was thinking Tsukiyumi over this, but he's infinitely better because and Christias too, because I have a lot of problems with Christias, and so I run into a Christia, it'll bounce back, then I'll Miracle or whatever. Same thing for Ryos too. I put in because I expect people to side in Ryos against me game 2 and 3 probably. So I'll put in Groundmole. Groundmole will bounce out the Ryo. I'll E-Call whatever, blah blah blah, or special Thrasher and then E-Call, do all that stuff. 2 Ryos because this deck, I guess if not slows down a lot of decks, does make you more of a stun build. And I'll show you with the rest of the side deck, it kind of makes it a stunny kind of build, and so it helps Effect Bathers for the Gear, and it also helps slow down Chaos Dragon and Rabbit and stuff like gadgets that. And stuff like that. Effect Veiler, As far as traps go, I am running 2 soul drains and 2 skill drains. I was debating because Inzectors are getting more and more active. I don't know how much I'll see them this weekend or anywhere besides locals, but this kind of shuts them down, and I do have a lot of problems with windups too, so that's an extra out to them. But I was debating whether running dark mirrors and light mirrors, and this is pretty much an answer to both of them for the most part. I know it activates out of grave and stuff, but I have Dweller for that and Soul Drains, so if I really need both, I'll use them. Rivalry of Warlords for windups, Mind Crush for water, Machina, even the Mirror Match, anything that searches. And I guess the one Dust Tornado, and I guess the one tech in my extra deck is the Sing Sing Hu replica. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys, sorry. But pretty much what this does is it targets select one card on your opponent's side of the field, and your opponent cannot activate it ever, as long as this remains on the field. Your opponent cannot chain to the activation of this card. It's kind of like Super Poly. It also helps you chain block if you wanted to safely, I don't know, I guess bring out a Super Poly, anything. So you can activate Miracle, that's fine. And then chain this, I think, and then you'll chain block. I don't think it works that way actually, but yeah, Super Poly, and it does the same thing. You can't activate cards, so it does kind of stump them. But yeah, anyway, do me a favor, guys, and let me know what you think. Also, send me pictures on Dueling Network of your extra deck, and because I want to see what I can fix in here. Maybe cut out Gaga and put in a Stardust or something, or I don't know. But yeah, that's it for the deck. This is Emo Tempest, and I'll catch you guys later.